Hello, it's Brian Rezny, president of Rezny Wealth Management. It's question and answer day. And one of the questions I'm getting a little bit off my TV and radio show has been about interest rates. Are they going to go lower? And what does an inverted yield curve mean? Does that show signs of a recession? Generally speaking, I think interest rates are fairly low. Could they go lower? They possibly could. Remember, a lot of mature, developed countries around the world have interest rates basically at zero on their 10-year, and our 10-year right now is about 1.6%. So we could definitely go lower. And again, if we don't see a lot of signs of recession, if the Fed feels that they need to reduce rates a little bit because they think our economy is slowing too much, they can certainly do so. About an inverted yield curve, what that basically means is this. If you take a look at, let's say, the 2-year or the 10-year or the 30-year, all inverted means is shorter term rates are higher than long-term rates. So as an example, if you take a look at the 2-year right now, the 2-year rate is actually higher than the 10-year rate. The 10-year rate is actually lower than the 30-year rate. Varying definitions. Just because you have an inverted yield curve, meaning shorter term rates are higher than long-term rates, does not always guarantee a recession. Now, I will say this. If you look at the last 8 or 10 recessions, if you do have an inverted yield curve, that was one of the reasons, generally speaking, that you saw a sign of a potential recession ahead. Does not guarantee a recession. And again, this is short term. If the inverted yield curve stays true for a longer period of time, say 6 to 12 months, there could be more pressure on the U.S. economy, but other factors have to play into it. One of the things that I've talked about quite a bit this year on my TV and radio show is really avoiding value and looking more on the growth side. Remember, value tends to be more financials, and financials don't do well when interest rates are low, and they certainly don't do as well when you have an inverted yield curve. So in our opinion, I think we've been spot on year to date, avoid the financials. If you're not a client of our firm, if you're tired of the conflicts of brokerage houses, insurance companies, and annuity charlatans, give Rezny Wealth Management a call. We do manage portfolios $500,000 and larger. We'd love to help you, give you real advice, real money management without the conflicts and shenanigans of the brokerage houses. Make sure you have yourself a safe and profitable day.